which leads us to the payroll and team. I'm sure this is a lot of you guys before COVID and even now more so during COVID and trying to figure it all out. Like, how are we going to make this work, right? So another area of your business you should focus on is the overall payroll company revenue that is dedicated to any team member, right? This includes your contractor, consultant, full-time, part-time employees, right? So you want to create an internship. These are some ideas, again, we're going to go over. Drop in the chat if you guys have found any of these beneficial. If you guys are going to implement any of these already, let me know. Create an internship program for credit, right? Many students are looking for virtual internships right now in colleges so you use that as an incentive to, get some extra help. Another thing you can do is swap services with another small business, right? You want to do like a barter. There's different ways to do this. If you need something without having to spend the money, talk to each other, even in the chat right now, like, hey, this is what I need. What do you need for your business? What is it a roadblock for you right now? Drop that in the chat too. Maybe someone can help you out. So those are just things you want to you want to speak up and ask for help. That way you can get, assistance and not have to worry about, always coming out of pocket for things. We're all in this together. We're all in the same boat. How can we help each other? You want to invest in online courses such as this one. Thank you for FIU for putting this on. It's super important to, go out there. Knowledge is power, right? So understanding, again, just what do I need to do to get better so my business can survive and thrive. You want to do social media collabs, right, for advertising versus paid ads, right? So you want to collab with people. Again, it's about networking with other people. So you're not necessarily, you want to get organic reach, right? So you want to, again, how do I collab with other people maybe that are in a similar line of work that can help me versus me going out there spending money for paid ads when really people look at content that are shareable, right? So I share content with my friends because it's something that resonates with me. That's really what gets content moving. So you got to think about, okay, who can I collabs are super important, right? Let's focus on that. Then if you have some like quick base projects that you're looking to do, but you can't find any help and you actually need to spend the money, you absolutely have to, then I recommend some place like Upwork or Fiverr, Upwork preferably, but Upwork and Fiverr will connect you with freelancers out there that will help you with your quick base project versus going on and hiring like a full-time employee. If you're doing some design work, a lot of people right now are rebranding their brands, right? Because this is the time to you got to tell a different story because you can't go into it the same mindset. So if you're doing design work, again, consider outsourcing. You will always want to outsource your weakness and really focus on what you do well. If that's not something you do well, do not try to carry it, outsource it. Figure it out, barter, collabs, whatever the case may be, figure it out. Coding and web development, this just goes back to, okay, how do we, if you don't have no technology play right now, how do we get on technology, how do we get with technology? How do we implement if you don't have a landing page, things like that. So you want to start looking at, okay, how do we have a presence online? The next one is reboarding staff, right? So what this means is reboarding is a process of retraining current team members who are not performing highly into new or improved roles, right? The cost of hiring a new employee is often about 20% the rate of the hire. So right now there's a lot more training going on because there's new regulations, there's new rules of engagement. How do you reboard your staff to make sure that they're following these rules? So you want to really think about things of that nature to make sure that that doesn't affect your bottom line, right? You want to do temporary reduction of hours. I know this is not one that's like, it feels good, but if you have to reduce hours, maybe you can almost make it like a play, like you create scarcity. I think that's a big thing. You could probably almost like, turn a negative into a positive, but if you have to reduce hours to, get folks to make sure you guys can, you don't burn through your cash rate, right? Your runway, then do that. Then also if you have a sales team, I don't know if anyone has a sales team, but you can do commission based. That way you can do to reduce head, right? You don't want someone that's just taking, you get what you kill, right? Like whatever you actually go out there and what deals you're closing, you're gonna get a percentage of that. So incentivize folks to actually work for what it is, because then when they win, everybody wins, right? You win, it's the whole. So just think about commission-based opportunities for the staff, some of the staff, the staff that you work with. Stop, make work, right? We have a lot of maybe non-value added projects that we've been working on. So if you're thinking about just non-value work, anything that's not going to help with right now surviving and thriving, then you just, needs to stop that. Don't focus on that. That's right now it's about, okay, like how do we get to make sure that we are focused on our bottom line and that we're going to grow. Is this going to help us grow or is it going to take away from it? So you want to really focus again on stop just making work for yourself. That's not going to help with your bottom line. You want to reduce your R&D. I know R&D, that's research and development. A lot of people are like, how is that possible in food industry? You are, if you're doing a new product line or thinking of a new menu, you're doing R&D, right? It's not just for tech companies. So you want to be thinking about how can you, not spend too much time spinning your wheel, right? You want to have a team that's just going to help you push that through quickly. If it's taking you too long to think through something, then table it and come back to it. But you want to reduce your R&D and maybe not invest too much there right now in something that doesn't work. So just think about things of that nature as well. You want to get a mentor, right? This is really critical. We're all talking to each other and we're all learning different things in this new season. So how can you engage with someone within the industry to make sure that you know your unknowns, right? There's a lot of things that we don't know, but how can we, just get a mentor that's going to help provide some knowledge. And you want to make sure when I say get a mentor that it's not just a take relationship, right? You're just getting all this information, you're not adding value to them as well. It needs to be an even exchange of value. So if you go looking for a mentor, make sure that you are adding value to that person as well. And that necessarily you're not just, you're not just taking, basically just don't take, right? You just don't want to be like, give me. And you want to be able to figure out, okay, how can I do some of this myself, right? You want to come in at least with the effort of like, I tried, but I need help. Can you help me the rest of the way? So just be mindful when you get a mentor. What does that mean?